Very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are well. Yes, so chapter 2 is going on addition and subtraction, and our today's topic is estimating the sum and the difference. Sum, addition, and difference is subtraction. Okay, so now you will ask that, ma'am, we know the addition, we know the subtraction, that why we are learning the estimating the sum and difference? What is the use of estimating in our life? Yes, so it's very important in our daily life, estimating. Why we do estimating the numbers? The estimation help us to make the number easy, to make the calculation easy. For an example, if you have purchased a toy of 69 rupees, yes, so if your friend will ask what is the price of that toy, so what you will say? It is near about 70 rupees. Yes, you will not tell the exact number, you will tell them the round of figure. Maybe it is 70 or maybe it is in 60. Yes, so that's why you are telling in rounding off, because it is easy for you to calculate the sum, yes, to take out the difference. So estimation help us to make the calculation easy, to make the numbers easy. So today we learn how to estimate the sum and the difference. Yes, estimation means round off. We will do round off. So let's take an example. Our problem is estimate the sum of 4731 and 1429. Sum means we have to do addition here. But before addition, what we need to do? We have to estimate the sum. So to estimate the sum, first we need to take out their round off numbers. So this is in 1000, 4731. It is in 1000. So we'll do the round of 1000, nearest to the 1000. Round off nearest to the 1000. So how we will do the round of nearest to the 1000? This is ones, tens, hundred and thousand. Yes. So if you want to do the round of nearest to the 1000, so before 1000 you have to change all the digits in 0. And we have to compare the digit of 100 with 5. So 7 is greater than 5. Yes, it means we have to round up this number. It means we need to add plus 1 here. So what will come here? 5. So you can say when you will round off nearest to the 1000, this number, you will get the 5000. And in place of this number, now what we will write? 5000. Yes. And what is the second number? 1429. 1429. Again mention their places, ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So it is in 1000. So again we have to round off nearest to the 1000. So again we have to follow the same procedure. Before 1000, convert all the numbers in 0 and compare this number with 5. So 4 is less than 5. Yes, 5 is greater than 4. So what we will do? Will not change the next number. The 1000 place remain the same. Okay. It is called round down. So we'll write the same number here because it is less than 5. This number is less than 5. So we'll not change the 1000 place. We'll write the as it is. So you can say in place of this number 1429, you can write 1000. So now add them, we have to take out the sum also. So see, now it is easy for you. 5000 and 1000 make 6000. Simple. Yes, so how the calculation become easy if we round off the number. Yes, so what is the answer? 6000. 6000 is the estimated sum of 4731 and 1429. Now look here. Here I am explaining how to do round off. But this procedure you will do in rough notebook. No need to do this one in fair notebook. You just directly you will write in the notebook that if we round off this number nearest to the 1000, you will get this number. Okay, no need to explain this procedure, rounding off procedure. Okay, and when you will do practice, then gradually you will learn, and that time you no need to do this one. If you will read the number that 4731, it means the 7 is coming here, so you have to round up this number with 5000. If you are reading this number 1429, so you have to round up this nearest to the 1000, so you have to compare the 100. It is 4, means less than 5, so you will write 1000. Clear? So let's take the other example. So next example is estimate the difference between 5231 and 1728. So now difference means we have to do subtraction, but we have to estimate the difference. It means first we need to round off these number, then we'll do the subtraction. So what is the first step? First we need to do round off the number. So what is the first number? My new hand is 5231. Ones, tens, hundred and thousand. So this number is in thousand. It means we need to round off this number nearest to the 1000. So how we'll do the nearest to the 1000? Again, before 1000 we need to convert all the numbers in 0. And we'll compare this number with 5. It is less than 5. Yes, 2 is less than 5. So we'll not change this digit. This will be same. Yes, round down. So 5000. So we can say in place of this number now we can write 5000. It means when you will round up 5231 nearest to the 1000 place, you will get the 5000. Now what is the second number here? 1728. 1728. So this number is also in 1000. So we have to do round off nearest to the 1000. Again, before 1000 just convert all the numbers in 0. And we have to compare this digit with 5. This is greater than 5. It means we have to round up. Means we need to add plus 1 here. So 1 and 1 makes 2. So in place of this digit, this time we can write 2000. And we have to do difference, means subtraction. So now see how simple it is. 5000 minus 2000. So without vertically also you can tell the answer directly. It is 3000. Yes. So if you want to do like this, 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 5 minus 2 equals to 3. Clear? So what is the step we need to follow? First we need to take out the round of nearest to the 1000, or it is the number is in 100, so nearest to the 100. And sometime they will mention in the question that you have to round off the number nearest to the 1000, nearest to the 100. So first take out the round off number, then we need to do addition or subtraction. Clear? Let's take next example. So estimate the sum, also find the actual sum. So one new term is there, actual sum. What is the means of actual sum? The actual sum means whatever number they have given us, we have to do the addition same with the same number. We will not round off these number. Yes. So two things we have to do here. We have to estimate the sum, means estimated sum also we need to find, and the actual sum also we need to find here. So let's first find the estimate the sum. So to find the estimate the sum, what we need to do? What is the first step? We have to round off the number. So 58. So these are in 10. So we have to round off these number nearest to the 10. So 58. If we do the nearest to the 10, this is ones place, tens place. Yes. So before 10, convert all the number in 0. So we'll convert 8 into 0. And we'll compare this number with 5. So this is greater than 5. 8 is greater than 5. So we'll round up this number. It means we need to add plus 1 here. So 5 and 1 makes 6. Yes. So if we round off 58 nearest to the 10, you will get 60. So now round off 72 nearest to the 10. Again before 10, just convert all the number in 0. So we'll convert 2 in 0 and compare this number with 5. This is less than 5. So this is round down. It means we'll not change this number. This will number remain the same. Yes. So now let's do the addition. So 0, 0, 0. 6 or 7 makes 13. Yes. So 130. And this is our estimated sum. Now let's find the actual sum. 8 and 2 makes 10. 1 will go for carry forward. Now 5 and 1 makes 6. 6 or 7 makes 13. Yes. So 130 and 130. See here. Both are closer, both are same. Yes, but always it will not happen. Then these sums will be the same. But these both estimated sum and the actual sum always closer to each other. Okay. We don't have so much difference between these two numbers. But sometime you will get the same also. Yes. So it is clear what is the actual sum. All the topics are covered of chapter 2, addition and subtraction. Now this chapter is over. Yes. So one thing we are going to do in the video. So look here. Your practice book, page number 15, question number 4. This is your practice book. Yes. Here in this, the page number 15. Page number 15 and the question number 4, fill in the blanks. I am explaining here. So you will do in your notebook. Whenever you will see the video, please complete this one. Okay. So fill in the blanks we are doing. So A is difference is always blank than the minuend. So let's take an example. Difference means if I am writing one number here 6 and 2. This is a minuend, subtrahend, and this is called difference. Yes. So they are saying difference is always, means this one. This difference is always blank than the minuend. Minuend is this. So this difference is always lesser than, or you can say less than the minuend, because this is the greater number. This is the whole number of our subtraction. Yes. So your difference means this number is always less than this number, your minuend. So what will come here? Less than. Right here, less than. Or you can say smaller than. Both the terms you can use. Less you can write or smaller. Both are correct. Okay. Now come on the B part. If subtrahend added to difference is equal to blank, then the subtraction done is correct. Now what they are saying? If subtrahend means 2, this number. If 2 added to the difference means 4. Yes, this is a subtrahend 2 and the difference is 4 is equal to, let's add that. They are saying if subtrahend added to the difference. This is a subtrahend, this is a difference. Let them add, you will get 6. So it is equal to which? Minuend. Yes. So if you will add subtrahend and difference, if you will add these number, this number is equal to the this, it means your subtraction is correct. So what will come here? Minuend. Fill this. Clear what they are saying? If the subtrahend means if this number is added to the difference. If this number is added to this number, so if the number, the total is coming to equal this number, it means your subtraction is correct. Clear? So now let's see the C1. Now the C1, fill in the blank. C1 we are doing. The difference is equal to the minuend if the subtrahend is blank. So what will come here? To understand this, let's take an example, or we'll take digit to solve this. The difference is equal to the minuend. Means this difference and this minuend is equal. If I am writing here 6, here also 6. Yes. And they are saying difference. It means minus. Yes. And they are saying if the subtrahend is what the number we need to write here, so that we get the difference 6. Same number here. When the minuend and difference will be the same, when the subtrahend will be the 0. If the 0 is here, then the minuend and the difference will be the same. So what will come here? 0. See, again I am repeating, the difference is equal to the minuend. Difference means this difference is equal to the minuend if the subtrahend is 0. Yes, if this digit, if the subtrahend will be the 0, that time only minuend and the difference will be the same. So what will come here? 0. Okay. Now come on the second one. If the minuend is equal to the subtrahend. Now this time they are saying if the minuend is equal to the subtrahend. This minuend and this subtrahend both are equal. Yes, you can take any number. I am taking the 6 here. You can take larger number here. You can take 2, you can take 3, you can take in 1000 or lakhs. It will apply for the all. So, if the minuend is equal to the subtrahend, this minuend is equal to the subtrahend, then the difference is equal to. Then what will be the difference between these two numbers? 0. If the minuend and subtrahend will be the same number, then the difference will always be 0. So, here also what will come? 0. Okay, I think it is clear to you all now. So, finish this one beta. Okay, now this chapter has been over. So, soon I will take your class test for this chapter. I will intimate you before taking the class test. So, I have sent the homework through the WhatsApp. Daily we are sending through the WhatsApp only. So, bye-bye to you all.